So if it's spiritual, it means...
That's all right. Yeah, you're right.
You know, are you recording?
No,
this? Okay.
No, I've got this phone. This phone's... yeah, you go ahead. You're right. I can use this. Yeah, go on.
If it's spiritual, it means it's way bigger than any one person, all right?
Yep.
So it means it's a story, and it's the suffering, okay, got to end. But it's bigger than any one person. So in that case and in that sense, one person can't fix it, but one person can fix themselves, right? One person can fix themselves. That's what needs to happen.
So what is this about? Denying yourself?
Well, we've got to. I'm making no bones about it. I'm not being a hypocrite. I'm not doing it, but I believe that that's what's required is the 21 day earn it on the face.
Well, that's denying yourself in a sense. You just
the body's not going to be happy about that at all.
No,
not at all, not one bit. But that's what it's going to take.
But at least you can scream out there, and no one will hear you. You won't be chucked into a madhouse or something. You know what I mean? Like in society, you try to do these things and you get ridiculed. Like I know.
Well, you've got to have somewhere where you can do it and be undisturbed for 21 days.
Exactly.
You're going to have. You've got a chance, but I'm not saying no way. But whoever does it, you've got to be in a place where you can do it for 21 days.
Yeah.
But that's what it's going to take on your face for 21 days. Nothing but.
Yeah.
And okay, right. Now, but in the meantime, okay, so if it's bigger than one person, all right, that means that for a start, there's only one prayer and there's only one thing to want, right? We've already discussed that. What else would anybody really want? And what else could anyone really pray for? So, but apart from that, so that leaves us here. All right, that leaves you and me here, okay? We've got our one prayer. We've got our one thing that we want, all right? And that's not going to change. Nothing else to pray for. Nothing else to want, all right? So, that leaves you and me here. Now, if it's timing, it's all about timing, okay? And we are not, and it's obviously not the right timing for you and I to be, for either of us, to be doing the 21 day fast, otherwise we'd be doing it, right? So obviously we're not in that situation, otherwise we'd be doing it, all right? So, okay, we'll face that. Okay, well, that's not our situation right now. So what is our situation? Music, all right? What we came here to do, okay? If we can get rid of the stories, if we can accept that we're waiting for God to come and do the business, all right? And that we've acknowledged that he can use us. I tell him, he can use us at any time, but we're obviously not out there as candlestick, not pretending to be candlestick people, all right? So what are we then? Because we're not that. We don't want to be that. So, but with no stories, and we're waiting for God to come back, right? So what do you and I do in the meantime? The music. It's all coming, and it's why we're still together. Why we got the same name? Why we met up?
When I did the Mad Max,
gotta be.
When I did the Mad Max,
fucking heritage,
series,
mate. What?
When I did the Mad Max series, right, I was really fired up with ego. Right, but I'm at my best. I mean, unless I play classical or something like that, that's different. But I'm at my best, and you'll get the occasional critic who's Christian, and he'll say, it's ego.
Nothing I don't know.
See,
I mean,
like you're out in the desert, and you've got your equipment, and you've got electricity somehow, a generator, and you're doing all this. You're not going to have anybody come through with a story saying, you're going to hell, you're full of ego. You're going to achieve so much, and then you can sit back and say, well, okay, I had a bit of ego, but who cares? I mean, who's the judge here?
Well, see, that's it.
You've done...
In the desert,
yeah.
You don't need anyone's approval. Or justification.
Yeah.
You don't want it.
Not a Muslim, not a Mormon.
Sick of it, you're nothing.
Yeah.
You're just
not a Christian.
Human being waiting for Jesus to come back.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
That's
and
all
let
you
him
are.
be the
and
friggin' judge.
Understanding.
Yep.
But no stories.
Nobody, no human being interfering with your ability to create.
Yeah, because there is no one like you, and you're not like anyone else.
And the other thing we've got to face in this society is jealousy. Because as soon as you start to get on top of things, not in the desert. No.
That's what I mean.
They're ready to attack you and bring you down.
That's what I mean. That's why
jealousy.
But not in the desert though.
No.
Because there's no fear. It's only fear that keeps people thinking, oh, well, if I react like this, or if I react like this,
reaction.
organise fear, all right? And I need this approval. I need that to happen, right?
Yeah.
Need and fear.
I need my daddy prophet or my daddy pope. I need this. I need that. Yep.
Or I need that person to be nice to me so I can get this off them.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
It's, you know what I mean?
Yep. We don't need any of it.
This person off, I won't be able to use them up.
Yep.
All this shit, you know.
Yeah. Exactly. Yep. And all people can do is send links. If you tell them to shut the fuck up, they're sending links. Next thing you know, you look at this. They can't even speak it in their own words. It's just links. Look at this. This will convert you. This will do this to you. And you're in the middle of composing or something. You like, you don't want anyone to interfere with the creativity.
Listen, you and I, we've got something. Part of going into the desert is getting to understand who you are. You talk to yourself.
Yeah.
No one talks to you.
No, your spirit, soul, and body thing.
It's just you talking to yourself.
Yeah, or your higher self, whatever.
Yeah. There's no one in your head.
Yep.
No one. You need to learn that.
Yeah.
More than me. I'm getting there, but you really, you.
Yep. Yeah, I hear a voice.
You really need to hear this, mate. You've got to get those fuckers out of your head.
Yes, programming. Yeah.
I hear it so much. And it's only out of love that we have the, you know.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
But you got to get them out of your head. You got to find your way into the desert, mate, where it's just you. Yeah.
Sounds selfish, but it isn't. Society here, how we live now.
You've got to save your life.
Yeah. And no one else is going to.
We need to do something in the world. We're supposed to be doing things. No one's doing anything.
No. Everybody's numb. It's like a numbness, isn't it?
And the robots are coming.
And yep, there was
the cashless society.
It's the fear. It's the fear. What's
standing in the middle of the fucking train track saying, "There's a train coming." No one's getting out of the way.
Yeah, remember the 60s and 70s, and there's just inspiration and some of the greatest hits ever written. I mean, everybody was just on fire with love and peace. There was no AIDS and freedom, free love. But then but sin or not. But the thing is, people were doing something. Today, it's just numbness, and then it's a sin. It's just turning into zombies.
Interest rates, surveillance.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah. Compliance.
Yep.
Don't do this, don't do that. You get a fine for this, fine for that. Fucking go there, fucking and cost of living, bankers. I know it's all fucked.
Yeah. And the pharmacies pumping medication. I got 2 videos banned because I talked about pharmacy drugs. They banned it because they took the videos off. I've lost it. You can't tell people the alternatives so easily because if you ever go to the pharmacy...
A lot of them say, I can't say this,
the mafia, the pharmacy, they want you sick, and so they keep pumping those drugs in and pay for it.
Well, the fucking people running the fucking the web, like censoring it.
We don't need any of it. No. It'd be healthier anyway to just take a lot of water and go out to the desert and just escape it all. Escape the religion. All this madness, insanity. Killing in the name of God and prophets.
We have one hope. That even though the universe is full of darkness, he hears every word.
Yeah.
And knows every thought. Because Sludge Boy is so far behind the game. You know what I mean? Because ultimately, it's God who made Sludge Boy.
Yep.
So he even says that. He even says that. I created
Satan,
evil.
yeah.
He said I created evil. So he's just letting it happen. Till I give him some time. I was, like, I was thinking if I'd have been there that day that, he was crucified, if I'd have been there, then there would have been a small mention in one of the Gospels about the wild and crazy man who fought off 100 centurions by himself at the foot of the cross before they finally got him, but it took hundreds of them. That would have been
and yet that every word that came visit here said, "Oh, you're a smoker. You would have been one to crucify Jesus," blaming it on a smoke, that you're one of the enemies because you have a smoke.
The wild and crazy man who fought off 100 centurions by himself at the foot of the cross before they finally got him, and it took hundreds. That would have been in there. Imagine if Samson would have been channeling Samson. Imagine if Samson had been there. If Samson had been there, mate, he just would have cut through him.
Yep. I know. Yeah, you just don't know, but at this age, knowing what we know now, we probably would. But when we're young, we probably fear and run the other way, and I don't know. But that's the test of being a real Christian in that sense, standing up, defending. Not hiding behind the Bible, preaching every word like that. It's not like that.
Look, mate.
You got it. Yeah.
Nothing. It's what I'm trying to teach. It's what I'm trying to teach you, and it's what I'm learning. Okay. Anything in our head, you can't trust it.
No.
You can't trust
the monkey chatter.
You can't trust your thoughts, your dreams. Your feelings, you can't trust.
No, even if it tells you going to hell, you can't even trust to hear those words.
It's all been hijacked. The whole lot, okay?
Yeah. The whole logic of the human brain.
Everything.
And
our
the rational.
And all this stuff. But we have access to our heart, right? That's why we've got one.
We're talking spiritual heart, not the wickedly deceptive human heart.
But it's actually got neurons in it. It's got its own brain.
Doesn't the Bible say not the heart is wickedly deceptive?
The tongue.
Ah, the tongue.
The tongue.
Yeah.
Tongue. Shit. What's going on? Let's get my car.
The wickedly deceptive heart. I think the Bible does say that. My mate is trying to say the heart of spirit. Because it is about denying yourself in that sense, but we don't need to have all that information overflowing from people to cause fear.
I'm enjoying this little chat.
Yeah, then I was saying the Bible does say the heart is wickedly deceptive. It does actually say that.
The heart?
Yeah, it says it in the Bible. The heart is full of deceit. We should never trust in the heart. But we're talking spiritual heart. I know what you're saying. You know, not the heart of the world where you pick up all this information, people causing fear. Which the head thing is the fear. But
but you know the heart that I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
That's where the child lives, not in the head.
No.
That's the tree of knowledge.
Yeah.
That's the tree of life.
The tree of life. Yep.
We've got to break it down.
Yeah.
We have to understand.
Yep.
All right?
Yeah.
We've got to understand. But we're not going to understand with the usual understanding.
No, it's not like we're going to go up to our kids, like be a father and say, by the way, son, the Bible says this, your heart is wickedly deceptive. You don't tell a little kid that his heart is wickedly deceptive. See, this is where, again, fundamental every worders could chastise their kids. You know what? You don't need any of it. You just go into the desert and your heart will speak. It will speak. You don't need to have interference of people telling me your wickedly deceptive heart. Just over information. Yeah.
So this is what we need, mate. Right? To that place where it's quiet.
Yeah.
We somehow have to learn to get there.
Well, be still, know that I'm God. Bibles. Yeah. But anyway, we're always referring to the word. But
the place within yourself.
Yeah.
It's quiet, where there are no stories.
Yep.
And there are no judgments, and there are no... Because the understanding that we need is not in the physical universe.
Yeah.
It's not in this world. It's not in anyone else's head or mouth. It's not in the universe. The universe has been hijacked.
Yeah.
Okay? The understanding that we need comes from outside of creation. Okay? Because obviously if God was proactive in the universe, we wouldn't have all this nonsense, this suffering. Okay? It wouldn't be like this.
Yeah.
A good holy God this would not be okay. You know what I mean? Then they go to the astral planes and the angels tell them, you go back now, something's wrong there. You know what I mean? Something's wrong with that story.
Yep.
You know? How could any angel of God up there not just break down in tears and weep with the person who just got up there because of how bad it is, and it's just, oh no, you go back. It's like there's something really, really wrong. How you do something there? So, but in the desert, in your closet, you're not in the universe, right? When you can get there, you're not confined by the universe. So you can get understanding from beyond the universe, right? It can come through, all right? But it comes straight into the heart. It completely misses the head. You know, because as soon as anything goes into the head, it's corrupted, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And
that's it.
So, but it takes something special to get there. Something like the 21-day earnest prayer fast, that sort of thing. And most people aren't prepared to do that.
Something special? Get the friggin' hell out of religion for a start. Completely void of it all. Stop listening to all these every word of these people that are going to tell you go to hell.
But the main,
what do they know?
The main thing is to turn up your focus on yourself.
Without being selfish. Is that right?
Yeah, how to be pure ourselves, you know,
Pure,
how to get to that place ourselves.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
The place of purity, because we've got to be pure to go to the desert.
Yep.
Pure.
Pure.
Clean.
Mm.
You know, no toxins.
No.
Nothing like that. You can't just have a quick cup of coffee, I go off to the desert now. It's not like that. I was hoping it would be like that for a long time, but it's not like that.
Mm.
You can't just have your last coffee and then go off to the desert.
Yep.
Well, you know, so to speak. Not really. Or, you know, I used to think, what about if I took some coffee and some cigarettes out there and then I just finished them off and then did my fast. I used to think things like that, you know. So, but no, you got to be the whole package. And so most people aren't prepared to do that.
Yeah.
Because of fear.
Fear of themselves.
Well, yeah, because that's complete unknown for anyone to, you know, for people to do that.
Yeah.
Right? That's it.
I didn't do the fast for 21 days. I did a 3-week substance.
Neither you or I have ever done the full, on our page, 21 day.
No, not like that.
Not many people have.
Yeah.
But that's what it's going to take. So, but in the meantime, we do music, right? Because we're not in that, obviously that's not our situation, it hasn't been created for us. But as soon as that situation does get created for us, I'll be there like a rat up a drain pipe. Well, I'd love to do that. But I'm not in a position to do that.
Yeah.
And this is what I've been struggling with all these years. You know what I mean? And finally accepted that, okay, well, it's just not time for that. Right? I've been trying to force that. And so consequently nothing has happened. Right? They're thinking, do I do this fast or not? You know I've been talking about it for years. So I'm starting to understand that I'm feeling a peace on just relaxing, and that it's not any one person's job to fix things, because it's way bigger than any one person, right? It's way bigger than, way above any one person's pay grade to really know what's going on and to fix things, because it's way bigger than them. It's total spiritual. Like I said, spiritual warfare thing. And so I'm finally starting to understand that, okay, because that's all head stuff. It might be romantic, but it's still head stuff. It's still just tree of knowledge stuff, okay? So I'm finally starting to realise that all needs to go quiet. That all these, everything, the external stories, my stories, it all needs to go quiet, because it's all head stuff, all right? Now, we understand that there's a footprint in the Bible, right? You and I, we will declare that to our death, that there's a footprint in the Bible, right? Whereas we're not every word is, but there's definitely the footprints in there.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So, and we'll die for that. So, you look at all the footprints, and there's security and comfort. We can relax. We can relax.
Yeah.
Right? We can relax.
Yeah, yeah.
He's got us.
Yep.
He's got us.
We're
He's got us.
Yep.
None of those gun flappers have got us. Right?
No.
He's got us.
The Lord. Yeah.
He's got us. Nothing in our head has got us. Okay? But He's put something in our heart that He's got. Right? It's obvious. Right?
Yeah.
And all the children, all the people that, all the, even the ones pretending, all the candlestick people, all of them, okay? He's got them. He's got us. We can relax, but you can't
relax with the...
You can't share that with anyone. They have to have that themselves from him.
Yeah.
No story will give that to them. You know what I'm saying? No story at all will give that to them. They've got to be there in their desert themselves, where no story will help them.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because it's not about the story.
Or the fear.
Yeah. None of that will help them.
It's always provoking to repent or do this, do that.
If we can come to that place where, okay, he's got us, we can relax. It's not our job to fix things. It's not our plan. There's a plan, right? It's not our plan. We can just feel grateful and blessed to be a part of it. We can't fix it. It's not going to be fixed like this, right? But we can be something. And what that will be will remains to be seen. Right? Okay? Everyone can be something, whether or not, and obviously most people aren't, the whole kind of general consensus is that, humanity is dumbed down. No one's being anything.
You talk about the footprints. There's this guy I knew, or a mate who knew this, he's in the church. He was a man that had all the footprints, the attributes for street preaching a lot and all this sort of thing. Humble, poor, end up going to Bible scholar college, became a pastor, come back an arsehole full of pride. He had a position, he got paid for it. He was better before he even went to friggin' Bible college.
So you've got to get all of that out of your head.
Yeah.
You've got to get... I don't know, actually, that's not the right thing to do, because that indicates effort. And it's not about effort. It's not about getting things out of your head. It's just about you going to your heart.
Yeah.
Leave the head alone.
Yeah.
It's about leaving it alone. It's about learning to leave it alone until you can get into your heart.
Or maybe we should leave people alone too, or they leave us alone. Because everybody in the Christian realm anyway, or the Muslim, doesn't matter. They're all trying to preach their story to convert you. Well, they say they're not converting you. They just want you to hear what they have to say. Just listen to my story. But it's still affecting us because it's making us, put us back in the head of logic.
You know what the clue is?
We should be going to the heart.
You know what the clue is? None of them have got any power.
No.
There's no power.
No one's storing limbs. Yeah.
Nowhere. There's no power.
Yeah, well, so what are we listening to them for?
But there's no power in us either.
No.
But we're not pretending.
Yeah.
Right? But they haven't got any. But they're pretending. Where's the power? You know what I mean? It's all bullshit. It's all whitewashed sepulchres, dead men's bones, gum flapping skeletons.
Yeah.
But you know what God does with skeletons? In the valley, he raises them up because he says, I have reserved for me a remnant. Right? So they might be gum flapping skeletons now, but when he says the word, he's going to put meat on them. But right now, we're trying to understand, right, what is right now. Okay?
Yeah.
And if we are going to try to understand them, that's what it is. They're just skeletons in the dust waiting to be resurrected. That's it. The creation groans and travails, earnestly awaiting, eagerly awaiting the earnest manifestation of the sons of God. In other words, he puts the meat on them.
It puts the meat on it.
But he hasn't done that yet.
Yeah.
This is what we're going to do. In the desert, you can look at this stuff.
Yeah.
You can confront it without being corrupted.
And yet most religious people would just take one look at you and say, oh, he's lost. He's doing something.
Who gives a shit?
He gives a shit, yeah.
It's not about them. It's about you.
Yeah.
And your understanding.
Yeah.
What understanding? The understanding that you have, is it theirs or is it yours? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is the thing, right?
Yeah.
And we've understood that all understanding in the world is corrupted. There's only one place to get the good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in the meantime, we can relax because it's all about timing. So in the meantime, you and I, we do music.
Create.
Yeah, we create. And it's got nothing to do with anyone else's stories.
No.
It's you and me, okay, with a certain understanding. And here right now we're to this point, oh, okay, well, yeah, it seems pretty clear that, you know, that's what we're supposed to do. If we haven't got the message by now, but we can relax, you know what I mean, from the stories and the strivings and the efforts and the, you know what I mean, for all of it. And just do our music and talk, have these chats.
Yeah, yeah.
Have you got those? You got those 2 flash drives that I got?
Oh, somewhere. Put them away.
Can I have one of them?
Yeah, yeah, sure.
I just want one of them.
No, I haven't got one. I have to find it in a minute.
Oh, you have to find them, will you?
Yeah.
Not just handy.
No.
Oh, okay. All right. I can make. I don't know. I can make do. Yeah. So that means that we have to find a peace, and that's the peace that he's talking about. All right, the one that's not in this world. All right, that's what I'm talking about. He said it himself. It's not in this world. That's that peace, the understanding. All right.
Yeah.
So we've got to find that. All right. But I think this has been a good start toward that.
Yeah.
All right. And now, it looks like there might be something happening for you musically, and there seems to be movement in our music. I really hope that this contact thing works out for something comes through, because it would make sense that it's time
to do
things to start happening.
Yeah, soundtrack for a movie.
It would be perfect if you can start, if this is a connection now and something starts musically, it would be perfect timing for you to have all of this stuff out of your head right now to concentrate on your music.
Yeah.
With the understanding that, oh no, it's not about the stories. It's not about anyone else.
No.
It's about you, God, Jesus Christ. You're playing music because you're not in a position to do the 21-day fast, so he must want you to do your music, and you know what I mean?
Yep.
And you can relax.
Yeah, you can relax.
And no fear. With no fear, he's got us. And you don't need anyone else's justification or anything.
Approval.
Approval of anything, all right?
Yeah.
Because you came here to play music, and so did I.
Amen.
So I think that's a good place to leave this now.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you, brother.